We get this question a lot. What is the difference between full coverage and physical damage coverage? Or they'll tell us, I want full coverage. Full coverage is not actually an insurance term though. Now, it's important for us to tell you right at the beginning that this is very general insurance information, and different insurance policies may cover different things. In order to tell you just what your policy does or does not cover, you need to talk directly with an insurance agent or read your policy. Your insurance policy says it all, but if you have questions, give us a call and we'd be happy to help you. So, back to the question at hand. In general, an automobile insurance policy's primary purpose is in one of the coverages, and that's liability coverage. Liability coverage is the coverage that pays another person for damages that you cause when you were in an accident and it's your fault, like this. There are a bunch of other types of coverages, some required by states, some by insurance companies, and some optional ones. Some examples of those are liability, underinsured motorist, personal injury protection, medical payments, glass coverage, downtime reimbursement, cargo coverage, reefer breakdowns, and the ones we're discussing here, comprehensive, specified cause of loss, and collision. A term you'll hear frequently is physical damage coverage. Physical damage coverage is a term used to describe a combination of either comprehensive or specified cause of loss coverage and collision coverage. When you add physical damage coverage to an automobile insurance policy, a lot of people call it full coverage, but that's really not an accurate term for it. In addition to the coverages that are not necessarily included, there are several types of losses that are excluded from physical damage coverages. We'll get to some common examples of those after we talk about what these physical damage coverages actually cover. So the first one we want to talk about is collision coverage. You can see an example of how an insurance company defines collision coverage here. What it means though is that the insurance company will pay for certain damage to your vehicle if you crash it and it's your fault. That looks simple enough. There are some cases that are usually excluded from coverage though, like if you crash it on purpose. If you crash your car on purpose, the insurance company won't pay you for it. We'll talk more about some of those exclusions soon. So collision coverage is generally pretty simple. You crash your car, it's your fault, the insurance company will repair or replace it. Comprehensive coverage is just a little more complicated. You can see how the insurance company defines it here. Basically, it covers you for damage to your car from anything that happens to it, assuming you don't crash it or roll it over, minus some exclusions like war and nuclear events, which we'll get to in just a little bit. There's also a third type of coverage that is sometimes used as part of physical damage coverage, and that's specified cause of loss. This is used in place of comprehensive coverage sometimes and has some more limited coverages than comprehensive. Specified cause of loss coverage is used as a usually cheaper replacement for comprehensive coverage. It's also sometimes called specified perils. The way to understand it is that while comprehensive coverage covers everything except what it doesn't, specified cause of loss only covers things that it specifically says it covers. These are fire, lightning or explosion, theft, windstorm, hail or earthquake, flood, mischief or vandalism, and sinking, burning, collision, or derailment of something that is carrying your car. If it's not on the list, it's excluded. A tree randomly falling onto your car, for example, would probably not be covered by specified cause of loss coverage, but would probably be covered by comprehensive coverage. So basically, it looks like comprehensive and collision coverage cover everything that can happen to your car, right? Well, not exactly. You see, then they get into things that are excluded, like these. Nuclear events, war or military action, racing, demolition, or stunting, wear, tear, freezing, mechanical breakdown, electrical breakdown, and damage to tires, recorded media, radar detectors, radios and other electronic equipment, accessories to electronic equipment. Add to that other types of things which are excluded, not included, yes, these are a little different, leave it to lawyers to do that, or that don't fit the definitions, and you wind up with a policy that doesn't really cover everything. And if it doesn't cover everything, it's not really full coverage. Because of all that, We don't like the term full coverage. At Transportation Insurance Professionals, we like to make sure you have the right mix of coverages and that you understand your coverages so that you can worry more about growing your business and less about what you don't know about your insurance. Give us a call at 763-797-9999 and we can talk with you about your coverages, exclusions, and how we can find you a great fit for your operation.